Here at the Proving Grounds today with my friend Mac. Mac, we've known each other 2 or 3 decades, something like that.
At least 2.
Yeah, long time. Mac was much smarter than I am and retired a bit earlier. And so as part of his retirement, he's a beekeeper, not just 1 or 2 hives. You've got bees on bunches of properties.
9 different properties, almost 40 hives.
40 hives on 9 different properties, which is a lot here in the Ozarks. And Mac studies it. You're still part of a bee group, I think.
A couple bee clubs.
Bee clubs, he studies it. He was sharing off camera some real detailed stuff about hives and all this stuff and splits and everything going on. I, as usual, take the simple path. I just like the honey. Man, I love the honey.
It's good for you.
It is. You can tell it's good for me, but it's good for us. Yeah, I love it so much that even though these are very productive, I like to buy from Mac all the honey that's here. Even though, you know, this is great, there's more benefits than the honey. They're doing wonders for our land. So Mac, just share a couple things about wonders. And are these, just candidly, you know, are these bees productive here? Tell me a little bit about what you feel about the Proving Grounds and keeping bees here.
The bees here have been very productive. There are so many flowers blooming at different times that there's always seems like something for them to eat, from obviously early April till June, past June into July, and maybe even to August some. So they were very productive, a lot of honey. It's good to have them here.
Yeah. And of course we love them because pollination's everything, folks. Without pollination, the world stops. So pollinators, bees are critical to not only wildlife habitat, but human life overall. And Mac, I'm thinking that I know these bees are very productive. You've shared that before. And we have a lot of areas where we've thin timber, done TSI, timber stand improvement. We use a lot of prescribed fire with the goal of making native forbs grow. Yeah. And those native forbs, a lot, not all, but a lot of them are pollinator plants that bees use, right?
They are. The coreopsis, the coneflower, you just see everywhere these little daisies. They'll be in there getting the pollen, which the pollen is the protein for the new larva and new pupa.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the bees more, more bees more productive.
So good bee habitat, I believe it's really fair to say, is really good deer and turkey habitat.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, because you got more seeds and more flowers, more stuff for them to eat, for the deer to eat.
So once again, we talk all the time about the habitat zone for deer and turkey, which is about as tall as Mac and I. Anytime like this post oak here is catching the sun's energy 50 feet above the ground, that's probably not helping bees.
No, not at all.
Because it's not down here. Not the bees can't fly that high, but we want these things pollinating down here, and it's not helping deer or turkey either. Remember, I mean, deer love acorns like I love fudge. They're going to go to them, but acorns are 7-8% protein, and basal metabolism for a deer, is up there 12-14%. Below that, without that amount of protein, they suffer or die. So these forbs are making way more protein, the coreopsis and other things that deer eat, than this oak tree is. Oaks are a good source of energy during the winter, but if you have only energy, you're not doing too good. And that's where the forbs come in and protein in the summer, and the deer are getting protein by eating the leaves or the forage. The bees are getting protein from the flowers and the pollen as part of the flowers. So just an example here that we do a good job managing deer. We keep the numbers down to where they're not eating every good quality plant out there, balancing the amount of deer with the amount of habitat on your property. You have enough sun hitting the ground to produce good quality groceries. And I like to say, as a general rule of thumb, about 50% of your property should have sun reaching the habitat zone, 0 to 5 feet. That'd be great bee habitat too, right?
It just explodes. The flowers just explode when you get that kind of sunshine on the ground.
Yeah, and you have to do some additional management, right? If you just had a field full of Sericea lespedeza, that's not good bee habitat.
Not really.
And it's not good deer or turkey habitat either. So there's more to it than just opening up the canopy. We need to use prescribed fire and maybe even spot spray herbicide so we can take out the undesirable species and promote the good quality species. And that's what we've done here for deer and turkey, and as an addition for bees. And then in return, the bees are pollinating and making those plants we want turkeys to hide on, eat the insects off of, for fawns to hide in, and for the deer to eat more productive because there's full pollination.
I saw a doe and her fawn just coming in at the other site where we have bees here.
Yeah.
It's cool. It was just so cool.
Yeah. It all goes hand in hand. And the story here is, folks, healthy habitat is good for many, many, many desirable species. My interns and I were out walking, and we saw a summer tanager, which is a cool bird, but a lot of people don't see summer tanagers. They tend to stay up in the canopy. And we hear, I have the Merlin app, and when I walk most mornings, I'll just turn it on in my pocket and then look at all the birds I'm hearing when out around. So the honey's great. Mac, do you have a website or something where people can find your honey?
We do. It's called Bobbitt Farms LLC and on Facebook.
We'll put a link to it. Kobe put a link to it because Mac and I, we're old country boys from the Ozarks here. So Kobe, our editor, can put it where people can find it. You're not getting the honey from the proving grounds because I'm buying all that. But he's got bees on 9 different properties. If you want some honey that's not diluted, not cut down, super healthy. To be honest, Mac, I don't know if I ever showed this with you. In the spring, pollen would mess me. I used to have some, I don't know if you call it asthma or whatever, snotty nose. That's what I call it, I call it bowling ball head, get a lot of congestion. And Max said, man, Grant, take at least 1 teaspoon of this honey a day right from your property. And I've been running and gunning, folks. I feel good. So, Mac, thanks for taking time from this and sharing about the bees. Thank you more than that for keeping bees on our land and letting us have good habitat for everything, making it more productive.
Well, not a problem. I enjoy it.
Yeah, you do, and you're great at it. And are you looking for any other properties? Put bees on here in the Ozarks.
I've got my hands full right now.
Yeah, I thought you was going to say that. I didn't want him to say yes because I want more hives at my place, folks. So anyway, as always, thanks for watching Growing Deer. We really appreciate it. Give us a like or subscribe or whatever if you like this kind of information. And more important than that, from Mac and I, just like bees have a mission every day, right? And if Mac got going, and I've kind of shut him down on this about the queen and how the workers and all this detailed bee stuff.
I can talk all day.
You would see the Creator's plan. And the Creator has a plan for your life. And you need to seek the Creator's will and apply it to your life daily. You can be like these bees. Thanks for watching Growing Deer.
Growing Deer is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Also by Green Cover Food Plots, Winchester, PH Outdoors, Moultrie, Steel, Fleet Outdoor Apparel, Morel Targets, Fourth Arrow, Soil Pro Outdoors, Scorpion Venom Archery, Case IH Tractors, Burris Optics, and Redneck Hunting Blinds.
So this is full of honey. They've kept the honey right here. I don't know if you can see the slickness of it, but there's a reflection in here where that's the nectar that they're trying to dry out. So they're really getting tons of nectar out here. Tons of nectar. That means they're getting tons of pollen and doing their job with pollinating, making more seeds. The queen is obviously doing her job because there's a ton of bees in here. So this box, this all gets drawn out, all gets capped, it'll weigh 50 pounds of honey.